Hey everybody, this is Brian from pnbhomesteading.com, and I wanted to do a quick video on the trimming of my tomatoes here. This is the thing that I learned from my grandmother on her farm, that you always want to, on your lower limbs, once you get to the time where you start setting fruit, to take off your lower limbs that aren't fruiting limbs and thin this out so you get some good airflow through your tomatoes. And then you want to take your cross branches coming through, so that way you can let the air flow through there, and it can cut down on your types of rot you can get with your tomatoes because of too much moisture, or it's too dense inside your tomato plants. And so on these this weekend here, I thinned all through all my tomatoes all around the whole yard and cut off any of the limbs that were cross branches, and they're basically just general low lying, because see, I've got a cover crop. I grow within my tomato plants, so I've got my clover down here. So I want to make sure I get full advantage to let light through. And as you can see, before the sunrise is coming up over there in the east, we weren't able to get the sun through here, and now you can see the dapple sun coming through and giving light down into my cover crops. And then I've also got squash down here that get afternoon sun, but then I've also got squash and beans on the other side. And then I've got some beans, some bush beans mixed in here, so they're going to get their light now, and it does seem to help. They're very vigorous and they're healthy. And I gotta show you guys in this other box over here, this one tomato plant. I mean, I've never had stalks this big on a plant. Okay, so here's my finger. I mean, these things are just huge. I mean, I live in the Pacific Northwest, so we don't usually get tomato plants that are for me, these are some of the healthiest tomato plants I've ever grown in my yard. I think it's all due to the fact that I've got a cover crop in here, and I've been working this soil for a couple years now, getting it healthy with biological diversity. I've got this box here, all 3 years that I've had it, has been tomato plants. So I haven't rotated them, and every year they're healthy. So I think next year what I'm going to do is we're going to put the potato towers in half of this box. We're going to move those from the side yard over there to put them in a box. That way it'll make it easier to take care of those. And then we're going to rotate out our tomatoes, because that's been too many years that I've had tomatoes in this box. And I think we'll just do squash and we'll do potatoes to rotate that out. And then we've got plenty of other space to put tomatoes in. So. But that's kind of just a general update. I also trimmed these. You can see I cut off the low-lying branches just to open up this airspace, because I want to get good fruit set. And then my grandmother also told me that by doing that, you're going to stress that tomato plant to think, uh-oh, something's attacking me. I better set fruit before I die, so that way I can propagate myself, for the next season, because that's the whole point of these plants. They want to get their offspring seeds and get those spread, so that way they carry on their generational lines. But yeah, I'm pretty happy so far with the gardens we've got. As long as we can keep this nice warm weather, we should have a pretty healthy crop this year for canning and dehydrating. All right, well, this has been Brian from pnbhomesteading.com. Talk to you guys later.